And hello again, everyone. Welcome to PA.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at small forward. Right side, Jordan. Harden the pass to Jordan. Yep, that one goes. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Plays like that are what make Durant impossible to guard. You just can't deal with this pull-up jumper.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Harris's shot is off.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Nobody near Irving. Another shot. Durant kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 5. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Harden dishes to Durant. He feeds it to Jordan. From 15 feet away with the tip, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second basket.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
On the wing, Milton. Back to Simmons. Takes it from 10. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Pass to Jordan. Harden outside. Dishes it to Durant. To the paint. It's deflected. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
Irving passes to Harden. Outside Jordan. Durant down low. Guarded by Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pass to Howard. Outside Curry. Outside Green. Here's Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Brown outside. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Maxey. Curry on the wing. Passes it to Green. Back to Curry. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Curry. Count it. Good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green. He's out there with Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. The Nets making a switch here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Well, and last season we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
The 15-footer, offensive rebound, Embiid. Back to Thibault. A second chance effort, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Harden kicks to Jordan. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Embiid, the pass to Milton. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And stolen by Simmons. Embiid, no good.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and you can't, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. And he makes you pay for sending help. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Irving passes to Durant. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. The feed now to Harris. And the pass to Thibault. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Chalk up 2 there.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dinwiddie finds Brown. Now here's Dinwiddie to the inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Love whenever Griffin finishes with power. I mean, he's showing he's not to be messed with close to the basket.
Pass to Embiid. The dish now to Harris. Curry against Brown. Here's Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Left side, Griffin. 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
So this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. And here's Green outside. Griffin grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. The 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Curry. This one for 3. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Brooklyn trailing. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brown outside. Here's Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Green. And now the 76ers on the break. He gets it in there. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Running the floor beautifully in transition. I like when Green makes himself a target.
With 1 on the clock, he knocks it down. But wait a minute, the officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Official, a big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And a little redemption. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Pass to Durant. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Harris against Durant. Here's Jordan. Back to KD. Jordan inside. Second shot opportunity. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tries it again. The deep 3 from Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Milton kicks to Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Durant. And stolen by Thibault. A finish. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Passes it to Durant. Back to Harden for the tie. He doesn't hit that one. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Harris. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Brown, and again, it's the Nets missing. The 76ers leading by 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here is Philadelphia. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Howard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Maxey passes to Howard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Howard's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Back to Dinwiddie. Howard with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Maxey. That one goes. Count it. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 7. Outside for Griffin. 4 on the clock. Here's Claxton over Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Maxey. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Irving's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The 76ers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the technical free throw is good. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Brown. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harden dishes to KD. And here's Harris from the arc.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
He hits the second from the line. It's the Nets now. They trail by 9 points. Now Harden. To halt the run. That one, no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Ahead by 9 is the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here is Harden. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. Here's Durant. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Skilled and instinctual enough to have an offense run through him. That's how good he is. Durant has become an expert at passing out the pick and roll.
Howard finds Harris. Back to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Harden against Hill. Harden the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Getting to the rim and dunking it down. That's the aggressive side of Durant.
And here is Hill. He dishes it to Green. On the wing, Hill. Guarded by KD. Clock at 6. Harris passes to Korkmaz. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Griffin. KD passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Inside, Scott dishes to Embiid, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Irving. He kicks to Griffin. The pass to Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
Wow. Well, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers to the left side wing. Jordan against Embiid. Over Jordan. Again, Philadelphia.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there.
Feeds it to Griffin.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Team Zap dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And when the D thinks Harden is going to shoot off the screen and roll, he threads the needle with the perfect pass. What a player.
Simmons against KD. Thibault kicks to Simmons. Lots of room. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pulls up on the elbow. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Kevin Durant.
The ability to create space off the dribble and get a look is why Durant is going to end up as one of the best scorers of all time.
Simmons looking around. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. From deep three-point range. KD's shot is off. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Thibault. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Harris. Over Irving. The 76ers with another miss. Brooklyn with the ball. 9-point game. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
Simmons with it. So Philadelphia wins it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job. Hey, Kevin. They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. Harris kicks to Simmons. Back to Harris. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. For 3, Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Here's Young. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. He has a great feel for making the right play. The timely roll off the screen. Tobias Harris.
Young pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Simmons. And so just over a minute and a half played. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. Young with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Embiid with the steal. Pass to Harris. Simmons on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the middle. Here's Reddish. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Harris against Collins. Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Hawks.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Cam Reddish. Out to Harris. Back to Simmons. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here's Reddish. Collins dishes to Young. There's the feed to Capella. Just 2 to shoot. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. It's stolen by Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Terrific play by Reddish. Excellent anticipation for the steal. And his speed in the open court is a sight to watch.
Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harris kicks to Embiid. Rob. Over in the corner, Reddish. Pass to Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Then for the 76ers, Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Now here is Harris. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. Embiid, the pass to Hill. Now here's Milton. There's the triple. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Hurt. And there's the pass to Reddish. So the wing on the left, wide open. Okongwu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Milton.
Nice stop from Kevin Huerter, using his size to his advantage.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
We've got Williams. Bogdanovich is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Snell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Williams after the Sixers pick up 2. He kicks it to Snell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Scott, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Scott. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry leading the charge.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Williams looking over the floor. Gallinari outside. 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And here is Hunter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one drops.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Gallinari with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's Hunter on the assist from Gallinari. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now Williams still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Off target from three-point range. 76ers trailing. Maxey passes to Green. And here's Maxey. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Snell dishes to Williams. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Outside Curry. From 13. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And a star in his role. Clint Capella makes an interesting. And that should do.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Hawks leading. Heading underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Reddish. Outside Collins. Clock at 6. Kicks to Young.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Capella finds Collins. And Simmons with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but
Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
you can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Here's Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Ray, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Passes it to Thibault. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get it back. It's good. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Pass to Young. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And that one is good. The 76ers trail by 4. Hill with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here's Herter, guarded by Kerr. Gallinari passes to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Here's the pass to Scott. Dishes it to Howard. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. The Hawks leading by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Herter passes to Okongwu. Here's Herter, defended by Scott. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got 6.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Scott finds Curry. Bobbed up there for Howard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
In attack mode pretty much every game we see him. This time, Williams getting it done in transition.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 6. Right side Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Reddish grabs the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Herter passes to Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Harris. Over Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Shot to stop the run. Well, through 3/4 of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Hawks lead by 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Back to Gallinari. That one off the back iron and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Embiid. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Herter and stolen by Harris. On the wing, Harris. Passes to Korkmaz. It's stolen by Reddish. They're running. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Embiid kicks to Milton. Back to Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
There's the dish to Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Young for three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. Tipped away. Here's Milton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. Good on both. And here's Young. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. Offensive rebound.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Clint Capella.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, it just wasn't meant to be.
Collins dishes to Young.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A traffic in New York City. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Nets, Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Harden. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
Young dishes to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Jordan. In the corner. Harden. Clock at 4. Over Bogdanovich. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Collins passes to Capella. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving finds Jordan. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here is Young. And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Irving following the basket by Trae Young. Over Young. Outside Irving. Elbow shot. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Griffin.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now, here is Young. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Irving against Young. And that one's good, Irving. And, you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Misses the three. Nets leading by 4. Durant dishes to Harden. With the teardrop, here's Jordan. Puts up a 3 from deep. Nets with the new shot clock. From deep three-point range. No good from Durant. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The shot is good off the backboard. Young's got 6 points.
An adept mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Harden. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young passes to Reddish. Back to Young. Down low. Here's Collins. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it. Irving for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Capella.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And Young, here we go. He gets that one.
And just proving once again how reliable he is from there. Young is a fantastic scorer with just an impressive arsenal.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back right after this. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the growth.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Here's Okongwu after Jeff Green's bucket. Gallinari wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively.
And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Now Williams following Durant's three-point attempt. Herter passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot's good by Durant.
Well, we know Kevin Durant can score from all 3 levels. That one, a chippy for him.
Williams passes to Herter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Fires from deep. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick decision-making of KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Hunter. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dinwiddie right side. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie, and stolen by Hunter. The dish to Williams. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Here's Irving, following the basket by Trae Young. Irving finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now, here's Collins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Young, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Irving kicks to Griffin. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. It's the Nets now. And the wide open shot from Green. A miss that time would have put him up. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Capella, high post. It's stolen by Green. A shot by Harden, wide open. That one wide left.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's good, 2 points.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Harden scanning the floor. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside for Griffin for the lead. Rebound, Atlanta.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's
what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Pass to Collins. And that one drops for him. Collins has got his second bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Irving. Jordan the pass to Durant. Capella with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Outside, KD. The pass to Jordan. Harden outside. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Pushing it up. Goes up and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Harden the pass to KD. Kicks it out to Harden. A 3-ball. Here's Griffin. It's good. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Young dishes to Capella. Young right side. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Irving kicks to Jordan. Harden outside. Irving passes to Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harden. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Shot clock at 6. Williams dishes to Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Nets, Johnson comes in for Brown. And Harris subbed in for Jordan. Nets trail by 5. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Hawks. Passes it to Okongwu. Gallinari down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this guy has such a knack for keeping defenders off balance. Lou Williams to the free throw line again.
And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. Live. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Brown out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Young passes to Capella. Gallinari attacking. Back to Capella. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green. Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Puts it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Young. Basket counts.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to Gallinari. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Nets trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Harden. And there's the feed to Griffin. Dinwiddie against Young. That's tipped. Harden left side. To the paint. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Brown. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Gallinari down low. He's against Green. Gallinari down low. Guarded by Green. And it's Gallinari missing. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And here is Williams. Inside. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Irving finds Durant. Now, here's Okongwu. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for himself, the center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Nets trail by 7. KD with it. Dishes to Irving. Back to KD. Jordan, the pass to Johnson. Bucket is good.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now Young. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Irving dishes to KD. And that one, good.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. His three-pointers off the mark.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. He dishes it to Capella. He kicks to Snell. And so it's Atlanta with the W. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Philadelphia will get the first possession. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Now here is Harris from deep. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Harden finds Jordan, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Harris looking it over. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Embiid, no good.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
The offensive rebound. Irving passes to Jordan. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. We play just over a minute here in the first. 5 on the clock. Outside Durant. And finished off by KD.
When Durant dunks the ball, it's such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
To the right side. Embiid against Jordan. Up again and staying with the play, Harris.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden outside. Durant down low. Defended by Thibault. And then Durant with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Embiid. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Outside Jordan. He kicks it to Harden. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Now Kevin Durant, after the missed three from Joel Embiid.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive end comes.
The pass to Embiid. They get the rebound. Here's Simmons. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Jordan. Harden with it. Over Simmons. Tries again. Johnson finds Harden. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden. Durant's got 9 points.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Pass to Harris. Over Johnson. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Irving. And the Nets, another three.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Durant dishes to Johnson. Shot from 6. And Katie finishes inside.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all over.
And Irving launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the script.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Korkmaz. Seth Curry is out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the small forward. And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Griffin inside, working on Howard. Griffin dishes to Harden. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Harris against Green. Out to Harris. Rebound by the 76ers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. The 8-footer. Pass to Harris. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Dwight Howard grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
The 76ers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Kicks it to Curry. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes it to Korkmaz. Back to Curry. The tray. The shot missing. Nets leading by 7. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively from about 16. And it's Irving missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wasted no time on that one. Korkmaz has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. 2 minutes. Here's Durant. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Now the pass to Milton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Milton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it's not difficult to see the potential that Harris has. I mean, he's a guy that can do just about everything out there on the floor.
Durant dishes to Harden. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Pass to Milton. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Here's Thibault. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Johnson. Brown comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Howard with the stuff.
Now, Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. From downtown. Green inside, defended by Scott. And there it is for him. 13 points in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The 76ers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Good on the second free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Maxey. Curry looking around. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 13 points and 2 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Johnson. And it's Durant, then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Harris with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thibault with the ball. KD's on him. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Thibault. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Left side, KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
I love the attacking mentality of Durant. Look, when he's in the zone, he finds a variety of ways to score buckets.
And Simmons kicks to Thibault. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Harden outside. No one near him. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
And here's Harden. He's got 8. Dishes it to Durant. And Simmons with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Harris. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. And that one, good. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Finished off the break. And now a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
And the versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Johnson. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Brown out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Pass to Howard. Feeds it to Curry. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. He feeds it to Griffin. And it's sent back by Howard. And now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. The dish to Scott. He kicks to Howard. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Green. Another shot. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Howard.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, Dinwiddie. Six to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense. Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And stolen by Harris. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets up by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Green. And it's Embiid in at the 5, home in the paint. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Embiid, the pass to Howard. Plays it up and banks it in. 7 points for Howard.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Green. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Here's Harris. Good D by Johnson.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Harden finds Durant. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Jordan, and the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Oh, boy, they like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Durant dishes to Jordan. Durant down low. Unable to get that one. Good D by Embiid. Milton in the corner. A 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Passes it to KD. Embiid against Jordan. And he gets it to go. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Embiid. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Harden scanning the floor. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Johnson. A baseline J. Jordan can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Jordan. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now the feed to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Harden against Simmons. Harden outside. Harris outside. It's Durant on the wing to take the lead. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 2. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate. And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
So it's Philadelphia taking.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the birth. We are growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Embiid's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the 76ers. Now Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Harris. He's off on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Over Collins. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Count it.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Over in the corner, Reddish. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Over Milton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Bogdanovich knocked around a little bit there, but sticks with his shot.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game. The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Embiid's got his second basket of the night. Simmons against Young, and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers leading by 5. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And here is Milton. Young with the steal. Now, here's Reddish. Defense right on him, and he comes up with the deuce.
Nice job operating off the dribble for Reddish, a nice, consistent part of his game. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Now here's Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Here's Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And good that time. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number 1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Simmons kicks to Thibault. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid trying to break loose. Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks trail it. And here we go. And they take the lead.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. On the wing, Milton. And the 3 off target. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Gallinari. Also, Okongwu out there. Hunter is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the 1. Snell, the pass to Herter. Sinks that one from the post. Herter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Scott dishes to Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Gallinari. He is still scoreless so far in this one. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for 1 more.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Herter. Gallinari outside. Back to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Count that bucket.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
For Philadelphia, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Scott. Now here's Green. Curry passes to Scott. Here's Maxey. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer got a piece of it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Mike Scott, and it's Hill in for Maxey. And a change for the Hawks. Williams has checked in. Now here's Williams. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Collins passes to Capella. Back to Collins. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
Hill kicks to Harris. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Right side, Green. Trying to end the drought. Rebound, Atlanta.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Inside, Capella. Good D by Howard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harris kicks to Green. Back to Harris. Passes it to Green. Here's Korkmaz. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta. Harris outside. Knocked loose. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for the...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that should...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Hawks on D. Simmons passes to Milton. Thibault on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Harris buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Philadelphia. Atlanta leading by 4. Young outside. The pass to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. Now the dish to Young. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Pass to Embiid. Now Thibault is covered by Bogdanovich. Harris outside. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. I love the unselfishness. And you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Tobias Harris. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Johnny Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Young. Simmons trying to get open. Embiid, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Herter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Herter's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Embiid. Over Okongwu, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Snell finds Collins. Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Here's Collins. No good there. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. The 76ers trail by 11. To the paint. And the dunk by Embiid.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Herter passes to Hunter. Collins against Simmons. Passes it to Herter. And the layup's good off the glass. Herter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
Focused shot there and a tough one. Give Herter credit.
Here's Simmons. He has 6. Outside Curry. And the pass to Maxey. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks leading by 11. Okongwu kicks to Snell. Takes the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 13 feet away. No good from Simmons.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Herter passes to Snell. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Curry passes to Embiid. And stolen by Okongwu. Puts it up from 17. Rebound by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. Now here's Embiid. D right on him. It's tipped. Tips it up, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 8 points.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
And so it's Atlanta. There. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. Or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter is out there, Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the point. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Herter. The feed to Okongwu. 3 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. Misses off the left iron. The 76ers trail by 9. Scott dishes to Howard. Curry finds Howard. Outside, Green. Back to Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do. Defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Harris passes to Howard. Gallinari against Harris. Thybulle shakes him, and he sinks the layup. Thybulle's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. And a change for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Here's Simmons. It's good. And now it's only a 5-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Young pass to Fernando. Young with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Here's Fernando. Over Harris. Offensive rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And then Simmons slams it in.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Count it. And the Hawks lead by 5.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Feeds to Embiid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Atlanta leading by 5. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Young dishes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. Good D by Embiid. And for the 76ers, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Milton's shot is good.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Young. It's good.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Outside, Simmons. Out left to the wing. There's Embiid. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. To the wing right side. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Offline with his 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Young. Pass to Capella. Here's Fernando. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Bogdanovich has such a nice repeatable motion on his perimeter game. Beautiful 3-ball there.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And Tobias says, I'll take you home.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A great view of our broadcast. So the net starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Johnson in at the power forward position. And for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here is Young. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I play under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich wide open, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Harden outside. Pass to KD. To the middle. Jordan dishes to Durant. And the shot goes down.
Defensively, you can't give Durant this kind of look and expect to get a stop.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harris looking it over. Harden has a wide open look. No good from outside. Collins against Johnson. Young pass to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Feeds to Young. Makes it off the glass.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Young finds Bogdanovich. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. From deep, Harden. Rebound, Atlanta.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young outside. He feeds it to Capella. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Harris outside. Jordan, the pass to Durant. Back to Jordan. Got a hand on it. Harden against Bogdanovich. Collins dishes to Reddish. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harden surveying the D. Right side Durant. Over Reddish. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks leading by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Capella. Huerter, no good. .114 left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie against Young. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. Over Gallinari. And Irving launches it from deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Now, here is Irving. And that's an intentional foul. Sonny Snell's checked in for Trae Young. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Hunter is out there. It's Gallinari. Then it's Williams. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Snell in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Herter passes to Gallinari. Dishes it to Snell. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Snell's got his first points of the night.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
Irving double team. Goes up on the block. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Griffin.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Herter passes to Okongwu. To the inside. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie finds Griffin. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside, Green. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The pass to Snell. Hawks passing it around. Hunter with it, defended by Griffin. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Green. Here's Claxton. Here now is Dinwiddie. And he comes up with the deuce. Dinwiddie's got his first basket. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here is Harden after Clint Capella's bucket. Pass to KD. Shot from the wing, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. KD's got 6.
One of the most lethal scorers in NBA history. Hard to imagine KD won't be in the top 5 when it's all said and done.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Young outside. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trey makes quick reads and great decisions.
Durant, the pass to Harden. Back to KD. Kicks to Johnson. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Reddish.
A solid shooter with good all-around skills. Cam Reddish is tough to anticipate defensively.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Atlanta making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. On the wing, Brown. Inside, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Love how involved DeAndre gets on the pick and roll plays. There are a few things more terrifying for a defense seeing him cut to the basket after he sets a screen.
Now, here is Young. Right side, Collins. There's the dish to Capella. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Nets trail by 5. Harris with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Harris passes to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Young. With a step back. Bucket is good. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
With 2 seconds left, here's Jordan. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The clock.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Checking out it. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot.
The former 5-star recruit, first overall pick in the draft. Griffin's been slowed down only by injuries.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Irving. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Young dishes to Capella. Young passes to Collins. And it's sent back by KD.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
He kicks it to Harden. Back to KD. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Durant's got 8 points.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Young passes to Reddish. Back to Young. Up and in on the layup. 8 points for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Harden dishes to KD. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Harden kicks to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Hawks leading. Now Young. 8 points for him. Reddish the pass to Collins. He dishes it to Young. Chalk up 2 there. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Harden finds Durant. Outside Griffin. Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. And stolen by Bogdanovich. The feed to Collins. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. 13 feet away. The second chance effort. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Reddish. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Young with no one around. Buries the corner 3. Young's got 13 points.
This is Young's game. Ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
Durant kicks to Harris. Passes to Harden. Out to KD. Clock at 6. Johnson wide open. He fires. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Hawks leading by 9. Young with the ball. He's got 13.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Irving. The pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Over Gallinari. Stolen. They get a hand on it. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Jordan trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. Outside Irving. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Herter. The Hawks again can't hit. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. To end the drought. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Hunter is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And they go to the intentional foul. Durant kicks to Johnson. Gallinari against Durant. Count that one. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Pass to Herter. And stolen by Harris. Harden outside. To the paint. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here is Gallinari. Herter passes to Gallinari. And he makes good on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 7.
This is just reading the defense, finding the soft spot. Heady play by Gallinari.
Harden dishes to KD. Over Hunter. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. Here's Jordan. Second shot opportunity, and it's denied. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Okongwu. That one falls.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside for Durant. Launches a 3. Let's keep it alive. Harris up top. On the wing, Harden. Out to Harris. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Both teams will make substitutions. Atlanta leading by 9. And here's Young. Three-pointer. The Hawks again can't hit. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Young. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
People worried about Trae Young's size entering the league. Could he stand the punishment? He has answered that question.
That's good from Young. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Harden. Takes a shot at the elbow. Outside for KD. Irving surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to KD. Over Reddish. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks leading by 9. Young outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now, here's Bogdanovich following the miss by DeAndre Jordan.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Griffin. And it's blocked. Passes it to Capella. And here's Young.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Here's Herter. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. Here's Luwawu. Off target. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been.